Hello everyone, in this video I will discuss this topic, I'm in charge. And the objectives are, first, explain why you were born. Second, identify your purpose. Before I will continue to the topic, I want to read with you an illustration about a car. I'm in charge. The battery and the wire. Who's got the power? The value in each human is the gift they were born to deliver to humanity. Which one of these is the most important part of a car? The battery or the terminal wire? You've probably never heard of the little red wire that connects the battery to the rest of the engine in the car. If you're like most people, you will say the battery, it has the power. Your car has about 60,000 parts. The battery says, I'm in charge of all of them. Nothing starts without me. I'm the battery. I have the power, the power, the power. I'm the one who starts everything. Nothing starts until I arrive. I I'm the power. I've got the power to start the engine. Does it sound like some people? Well, if the battery is the most important part of the car, let's disconnect the wire. The battery costs about $150. The little red wire missing from the car costs about $10. You have 59,999 working parts and only a $10 wire is missing. Without it, the car will not start. Your car may be worth $40,000, $50,000, or $100,000, but it can be immobilized by this $10 wire. You want to go somewhere, you have something to do. The car says, I'm ready, but there's a little wire or $10 wire missing. The battery says, I've got the power. A spark plug says, I've got the fire. The engine says, I run the car. That little wire is very quiet. He does not have to say, you need me. You can start without me. All the other parts soon realize it and they say, go find the wire. The terminal wire was created to transmit electrical current from the battery to the generator and to the engine to ignite the spark plugs that provide the fire to turn the pistons and turn the engine over. In essence, the little terminal wire was designed to be the leader in the area of electrical transmission. In the domain of the terminal wire is in charge. It might be just a little wire, but it could shut down the engine. If that spot is empty, the car shuts down. It could shut down the engine if that spot is empty. It's one of the car's parts is a leader. So a spark plug can never be a battery. A battery can never be a manifold. A manifold can never be a generator. Therefore, in the domain of the battery is in charge. It is unique because only it can be the battery, no matter how jealous the battery or the spark plugs gets, no matter how much the steering wheel wishes to be a battery. Each part is important. Every component of the car was designed to lead in a specific area and to serve a purpose or function in the context of the whole. Each one is a leader. This concept of leadership contradicts the philosophy that leadership is reserved for a small, elite group of individuals chosen by providence and entitled to lead the masses of incapable subordinates in need of guidance by those of superior status. It is direct challenge to what I was taught in the colonial experience of my childhood. Yan ay sabi ng author. My view of leadership is this. Each of us has an inherent gift and must serve that gift to the world. You are a leader. You have power. Your gift is your power. You are in charge in your area of gifting, your domain. You have a leadership spot to fill, and a function to carry out. Your gift determines that spot and that function. Just as the value of the terminal wire is determined by size or cost by function. Your value is not determined by anything but your gift. Someone needs your gift, and you must serve it to the world. You also need the gifts others bear to live. So, host in charge, you are. Who's got the power? Every one of us. So, every one of us is leader in the field of our expertise. So everybody is a leader in the field of their expertise. So that's the focus. So each one of us, we were born to dominate, as we have already discussed that. And we cannot say that I am only the leader. Kagaya ng battery, hindi niya pwedeng siya lang. Hindi pwedeng sabihin ng spark plug, kundi bawat isa sa kanila ay may kanya-kanyang function. Same through with us. So like the car, hindi siya mag-function ng maayos kung may kulang. So same through with us. So kapag hindi ka nag-show up at hindi mo na-discover ang purpose, the reason for your existence, then mayroong kulang. Kaya ang daming mga problema ngayon. That's why every one of us is needed. Bawat isa sa atin ay mahalaga. Kailangan natin ang bawat isa. Because each one of us, we were born with a purpose, and that purpose is the solution of the problem of other people. Now, the question now is, what is the purpose for which you were born? So, ito pa ulit-ulit nating naririnig. Oh, it says, what is the purpose for which you were born? According to Genesis 1:26, then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, over the livestock, and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So it means each one of us, we were born to uh, excel. You were created to rule. God's creation. To rule means to dominate, to govern, to lead, to manage, and to influence. And the question is, where are you going to dominate? You are going to dominate in the field of your expertise. In order to discover your field of expertise, first, discover your gift, then develop and deploy yourself until you become an expert and excel in that field. So the moment you become an expert, you will be in a position of influence in whatever field you excel in, so that it is the field you are going to dominate. It means you have the ability to lead, not to control other people, but to lead, to dominate, to rule, to govern. So the purpose for which you were born is to dominate in the field of your expertise. So you have to discover, influence the people on your field, and infiltrate the system with biblical values, moral standards, lifestyle, and culture. So that's the purpose why you were born. But remember, when I talk about biblical values, I'm not talking about any religion. Remember, the Bible is not a religious book. It just happens that Christianity made the Bible its ultimate authority for its belief system. The truth is that the Bible is the manual of life, a manual for every human being, and that is the truth regardless of your religion. So the Bible is our manual, regardless of your religion, whether you accept it or not. That's the truth, because truth is found in the Bible, because that's the manual that is written for every human being. So that is why the standards, morality, values, lifestyle, and culture seen in every human being must be based on the Bible, must be based on the manual of life. So again, to emphasize, the purpose of every human being is to dominate in their field of expertise and to dominate the field with biblical values or heavenly values, moral standards, lifestyle, and culture. So how are you going to do that? So there is a process. So there are processes that you're going to follow. How to dominate in your field of expertise. First, discover your gift. Second, develop and deploy the gift. Third, become an expert. Fourth, dominate the field of expertise. or through your expertise, infiltrate the system with biblical values or heavenly values, lifestyle, moral, standard, and culture. And then number six, fulfill your purpose. So you'll be able to fulfill your purpose. So I will give you an example. How are you going to apply this process? Example, number one, dominating in the field of medicine. So most of you, or if you are a nursing student, you can follow this process. And even though whatever course you are in, you follow the process, the six steps. Okay, discover your gift. So, a young woman realizes she has a natural compassion for people, a sharp mind for science, and a strong desire to heal others. She notices that she is fulfilled when helping the sick and solving medical problems. This reveals her gift, care, healing, and problem solving. Maybe you can identify with this young woman wherein a sharp mind in science, she can easily uh, identify or memorize parts of the body. And she has the strong desire to help others, especially in the medical field or if they are sick. And she wants to solve problems regarding medical or about people who are sick. She's always willing to help. So that reveals her gift. Second, since you discover already your gift, you have to develop and deploy the gift. She studies. So what she did was to she studies medicine diligently, goes through medical school, residency, and years of practice. She continually improves her skills, stays updated with medical advancement, and serves patients faithfully. Over time, she becomes highly competent and respected because when you will take medicine after graduation, you have to review, then take the board. Then after you pass the board, you will become a licensed medical doctor. Then you have to take up residency for at least 3 years. So to specialize what field you are going to practice. So that's what she did. And then third, since she studied and she took up her residency, and she continued to practice until she became an expert in that field. Eventually, she becomes a specialist, perhaps a cardiologist or surgeon. Because of excellence, integrity, and consistency, people trust her judgment. So that's the values that she has, the character that she developed. Hospitals, colleagues, and patients listen to her. At this point, she has an influence because the people around her listen to her already. It means she has an impact. May impact yung kanyang buhay sa kanila. So therefore, uh, she become an influence or an influencer in the field of her expertise. And after that, become expert since she has already the influence. She was able to dominate the field. So number four, dominate the field through expertise. Her dominion does not mean oppression. It means leadership and influence. It means she has the impact. She helps shape hospital policies, mentors young doctors, and sets standards for ethical medical practice. So it means she influenced the system, not just the people around her, but even the system because she helps shape hospitals' policies and mentors young doctors. So number five, infiltrate the system with biblical values or heavenly values. Kung ayaw niyong gamitin yung biblical values, you can use heavenly values. So without preaching inappropriately, she lives out biblical values. So hindi lang siya nag-share, hindi lang siya sa salita, but her life becomes a testimony. Her life is a living word, shows a living word. So integrity, refusing corruption or malpractice. She has compassion, treating patients with dignity, not as numbers. Justice, giving equal care to rich and poor. Excellence, doing all things as unto God. So it means these are the four character that she has that impacts other people. She was able to infiltrate the system because of the values that she has. If you have that values, pag sinabi mo kasing values or character, lifestyle mo yun eh, practice mo yon. Hindi mo yon tinatry na maging mabuti, but it is your practice. It is your lifestyle. Ugali, practice. Ayan. So, She treats equally the rich and the poor. Kasi usually sa mga hospitals, pag mayaman ka, parang tinitreat ka ng maayos, uunahin ka. Pag wala kang pera, parang iba yung paningin sa'yo, iba yung pag-treat sa'yo. But for her, she treats equally whatever is their status. So her lifestyle, decisions, and leadership reflect biblical morals and standards. So the medical environment around her improves because of her presence. So her life becomes an influence. So number 6, fulfill purpose. She is fulfilling her purpose by dominating in her field through excellence, influencing people and systems, infusing biblical values into healthcare culture. So that's very important. That's the purpose why you were born. Okay, so what you're going to do, example number 2, business field. Example number 3, engineering field. Example number 4, education field. Example number 5, media field. So this example, the remaining 4 examples is in your it's in your module. So what you're going to do is to read the module. Pakibasa na lang sa module yon. At para malaman nyo kung paano ito ginagawa. Okay. The purpose of every individual is to discover their God-given gift, develop it into expertise, and dominate their field through excellence. Once positioned as an expert, they gain influence to transform systems by applying biblical values, moral standards, lifestyle, and culture, thereby fulfilling their purpose on earth. So, uh, if you are serious, you have to discover first your God-given gift, develop it into expertise, then dominate, and then you transform system. Siguro mawawala na pag every individual, every Filipinos will understand, or every Filipino will understand this, they will be able to fulfill their purpose. Mawawalang corruption sa medical field, mawawalang corruption sa engineering field, mawawala ang corruption sa education, mawawala ang corruption saan man na field ka kapag ka nandun ka at alam mo yung purpose mo. So discover, develop, exceed, influence, and transform society. So your assignment, okay, your assignment is to follow the process that I show you. Okay, example, these are the 6. You are going, your assignment, write in yellow pad paper, and then you're going to follow the steps. First, discover your gift. Itong 6 na steps na to, how are you going to discover your gift? Number 2, how are you going to develop and deploy your gift? And then, how to become expert, dominate the field through your expertise. How are you going to infiltrate the system one day? So, and then fulfill the purpose. So, sundin nyo yung example na nilagay ko dito. So, yan yung inyong assignment. Isulat nyo sa one yellow pad paper to be submitted next week. Kung kailan tayo magkikita. Okay, sa face-to-face, no, sa, dahil online lang pala tayo, kung kailan tayo magkikita, it means to be submitted during the examination. Kagaya ng ginagawa ko sa in the past, in the previous subjects ko na kapag ka online, yung kanilang assignment ay dadalhin nila sa during the examination. Okay? So, but for those of you na naga-face-to-face tayo, just submit that during the face-to-face. Pero sa mga online lang tayo once a week, you submit that during the preliminary examination. Ulitin ko, you follow the example that I gave. There are 5 examples in the module, and these 6 steps must be seen in your answer. Write your answer in one whole yellow pad paper. And for those of you that we only meet online, you submit your assignment during the examination. And for those of you that we meet every week face-to-face, just bring your assignment during the face-to-face. Okay? So that's all for this video. Remember, you are born to dominate in the field of your expertise. So discover your gift, develop it, excel, and influence the people with heavenly or biblical values, lifestyle, culture, and moral and standard. Then you'll be able to transform our society. That's all. God bless everyone.